A big round of applause for Jensen and Misha. And I want to say a quick thank you, good night to Mr. Stephen Norton, who has to go catch an airplane. There he is. We'll see you in the next one.
Nobody's going to know when we're funny now.
This is
good. There's going to be a
this worked great.
Rich, I'm going to need you on the drums.
Okay, you got it. You got it. But I'm crash, boom, fall, dude.
Thank you, boys. Bye. How we doing, baby? Michigan, ladies and gentlemen.
We normally don't go this long without seeing each other. It's been months. Yeah. This is going on.
And we're off.
I miss you so much. Oh, we haven't been hanging out? Yeah, so I see this as an opportunity for us to catch up with one another. Find out how, you're doing, what's going on in your life.
Oh, boy.
Show me some photos of your children.
Okay.
Let's do that.
No, let's not do that.
Okay, fine.
Hey, have a seat, big guy. I know you like to stand, and you can stand if you want, but Jared and I like to sit here and, kind of.
I just had a flashback of when I was directing, and every time I would sit down in my director's chair looking at the monitors on Supernatural, Jared would have taken the fabric off of my chair, and I'd go like this, and fall to the ground. And when you said, have a seat on that high chair, I was like, I'm not falling for that.
PTSD.
Yeah, it actually is. I'm afraid of high stools now. Thanks a lot.
There's a joke there, but I don't have Norton behind me, so I'm
just out here without a life raft, without the drum kit. Shit.
Sounds of silence. Love you too. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking with us through a long weekend. It's good to start off 2024 with a bang. You guys have been awesome. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. Who here has not been to a Supernatural con before? So super tardy to the party. Late comers.
That's remarkable. You realize this show has been off the air for years, right?
Well, here we are. Well, let's get to it. We're running a little late today, so we're just going to fire through some questions. You want to start on your side, or you want to start on my side?
Sure, I'll start over here.
Okay.
Since she spoke to me, I'll ask her if she wants to ask us a question.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever, it's your world.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Good. Great, thanks for asking.
My question is, are there any stories, my question is, are there any scenes that were fun for you to film, particularly because of the outtakes, or behind the scenes like jokes and stuff like that?
Where to start?
Probably an easier question to ask, which scenes weren't fun to film because of the shenanigans, to use a nice St. Patty's Day. Never mind. Is there one that sticks out in your head, like one that was just overly hard to get through due to the hilarity that was?
Look, there are so many that pop into my head immediately. There was that one day when I made the mistake of saying, if they had told me in drama school that I was going to have to deal with this, and you and Jared were such incorrigible pains in the asses. You were such horrible human beings to me the entire day that we were shooting on location and people drove over from the production offices. They're like, hey guys, we should all just wrap this up in here and drive over to set and watch them torture Misha. So they brought the Sprinter van over with all of the office workers for Supernatural, who are paid, by the way, on Warner Brothers dime. They're paying them to come over and watch you make me suffer. And
It's good entertainment.
it was so bad that the next day, you remember what happened? Yeah, you apologized. Yeah.
I think it was the only time I apologized at once. That was a day that will go down in infamy because it was the day we broke Misha. we broke him in a way, and it wasn't just Jared. If you remember, like
Camera crew was
the camera crew was
everyone.
Was getting in on the action and messing with him in a way that just took him to the edge. And the best was Misha. At one point, he was so angry he couldn't get through this scene. We wouldn't stop messing with him. There was like a paper airplane sitting on the desk.
No, hold on. They had been like throwing things at me when it was my tape, and now it was finally their tape. And so I was like, it's payback time, bitches.
And he went over and grabbed a paper airplane and heaved it so hard at us. And we were maybe this far away. And it went. Which then resulted in Jared and I going like.
And I was like, shh, I'm gonna get them so bad. Yeah, that was a good day. That was a good day. There was another day that also stands out in my mind. If you don't mind another digression, that's okay. I remember the name. It was so traumatizing that I even remember the name of the episode. I don't remember whole seasons, but I remember the name of this episode. It was My Bloody Valentine. We were in the morgue, and there were all of these hearts on a gurney, and you and Jared were on one side of the gurney, and I had to approach saying my line of dialogue. I don't remember what the words were, but it was something like,
Sounds right.
and I would get up to the gurney, and there were these hearts on the table, and the first take we did, there was a broom handle under the table in my crotch that Jared was manipulating.
That wasn't a broom handle.
And the director, that is a truly horrifying thought, by the way. My brain is wondering, could that be true? He is very tall. So, the director's in the other room, and the camera is on me, and so the director has no idea what's going on. The director just sees me giggling and squirming. And he's like, Misha, can you pull it together? It's Friday, it's late, everybody wants to go home. I'm like, sorry, so we do another take, and now the first AD is taking the broom handle away from Jared, and but he has long legs, and on the next take, he does this. Which, by the way, you remember that? He did that all the time on set. It was his thing. And
Not to me, didn't.
Anyway, long story short,
You'd be 4'8" if you tried that crap with me.
Jared kept making me laugh. And I kept on coming up and going, delivering the line to Jared, and you were like the stand-up guy. You remember this? You were like, got my back. And he was like, Misha, just don't say the line to him, because again and again, Jared was making me laugh. And I was like, thank you. I'm not going to this time. I'll say it to Jensen. And I said, come on, and Jensen went,
Yeah, and you broke, and I was like, it's too easy, Misha. It's just too easy. Yeah, there were a lot of days and nights where Misha was painted with a massive target, and Still to this day, actually. He's got one tattooed on his back. But I would say all in all, there are many scenes and moments and hours of us somehow managing to get the work done while being complete jerks and misfits. It's a wonder we ever got anything done, but we did, and it was, I will say this, there were a lot of guest stars that would come on our show, and some even verbalized it. I think this one young lady said that, she was like, "Who are you people?" It was the most just playground, childish behavior that she'd ever experienced. It was very hard for serious actors to get any real work done on our show because we just had too much fun doing what we were doing. And I think that honestly is one of the ingredients in the recipe that kept us on for so long, was that we truly did have a lot of fun. Sometimes to our producers' detriment, they were not happy, and sometimes the directors would get a little upset, but man, the crew loved it.
Because they got a lot of overtime.
That's right.
They were like, cha-ching.
Keep messing with them, guys. Yeah, and you know, sometimes the crew did join in the hilarity. I remember one scene I went into, like, it was some locker room or something, and I've got a flashlight and I've got a gun, and I'm like, you know, doing the search thing, and I come around this one bank of lockers, and I look into the shower room, and there's my entire B camera operator, focus puller, and camera assistant have stripped down to nothing but their undies.
The B camera crew was always getting naked.
Yeah. Which is why I didn't break, because it wasn't something new that I hadn't seen before. And I was like, oh, there's all of those naked people. And I just kept moving on. One time, I won't say his name, but our camera operator, we went into a house, and it was a man, and we were like, hey, we need to see your basement. And the guy's like, it's right this way. And he opened up the basement. The shot was from down the stairs, looking back up at us. And as this poor guest star opens the basement, there's our camera operator, once again, it is nothing but his underwear, and has found a ball gag. And put it on his face. And was there.
And I was like, stay out of my trailer.
And this poor guest star was just like, didn't break, because I think he was more confused than anything. Like, is this part of the scene? Is this what this crew has to do to keep these guys motivated? I don't.
Do they make their crew do this?
It's like sexual torture for their crew. No wonder they stay on so long. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and it's fun to think about it. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Hi.
Hello. I'm a little nervous. So first, I'm going to say thank you so much. I met my two best friends, Sarah and Holly, because of you guys and because of the show. And they can't be here today.
A support group.
They wanted to say hi, so I met them.
Tell them hi.
And then second, my question is, I'm 17 years old, and I was wondering if you could go back to when you were 17, if there's anything you would tell your 17-year-old self.
You think about that, because it's
A long time ago.
We've gotten this question before, and I'll try to stay in continuity. For me, it would be not to sweat the small stuff. You have a very long life ahead of you, and the things that might seem very heavy and very dramatic in your life right now, you won't even think about a few years from now. It's amazing. Time is our greatest enemy and also our greatest friend. You know, it's was it Tom Hanks, I think he says, you know, this too shall pass. Things that are amazing in your life, they'll go away. This too shall pass. Things that are horrible in your life, they'll go away. This too shall pass. So, and not with everything. I mean, you know, there's some things that stick around. But I would say that as a 17-year-old, you've got a lot of life ahead of you. So, you know, keep your head up.
I would just say, it's all in the details. So focus. It may seem insignificant, but it matters.
You can pick one. Hello.
Hello. My question's for Jensen. I recall you explaining...
Next question.
I got you.
Thank you. I recall you explaining that when you were crafting Michael Dean, that you pictured him as the biggest badass in the room, that he didn't have to work, show, prove to beat any opponent on this planet. So I was wondering, is there a reason or rationalization why when battling Dark Kia by the campfire, you not only didn't have your jacket on, but you actually battled her?
Yeah. What's up with that?
I can answer the first part very, very quickly. There was a fight scene written, and fighting in a suit jacket is very restrictive. And so my stunt double and I thought, gosh, it'd be really nice not to have a jacket on while we do this incredibly choreographed fight scene. So it was just a call that I made to help better serve the action that was happening. Why that existed? I want to say there was talk of it being because we were in an alternate universe, that there was a different set of powers that were available to certain people in that universe that I needed to actually engage with. Whereas in our universe, Michael was the top dog. There was nothing there that could harm him. But being in this universe, all of a sudden there were. And I think it was something to that degree. That's probably more of a writer question, but I feel like there was a little bit. And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Can I take my jacket off? But yeah, the jacket part was strictly for mobility purposes. We didn't when Carrie designed that costume, we didn't think I would be doing any fighting because I could just smite or do angel things. What do angels do? I don't know. You know that better than I do. Never mind, maybe you don't. And I think that the logic was that power didn't.
Angels mostly finger each other.
Whoa. Did that help? Yeah. Didn't help me either. Thank you very much. Hi.
So my question is that now that Supernatural is turning 20 next year, if you had the power to do anything, how would you want to celebrate that milestone?
I think it would be pretty awesome if we could announce the release of the Supernatural lunchbox.
plan to have some sort of rebirth.
I thought you like that idea better than the lunchbox.
Oh, no, that's still a great idea. Why not both?
I see the movie poster, and the lead characters are all holding lunchboxes. It ties together nicely.
Supernatural returns. Supernatural
Merchandise.
lunchbox series. What's in the box? I mean, yeah, that would be pretty amazing. Other than that, I'd probably have to think about it. What would be nice? A rather strong announcement of something to look forward to would be pretty cool. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. Just a super quick thank you. You guys, the whole SPF family, came on for the last couple years, and just between the show and videos and gag reels, it's gotten me through some of my toughest days. So just a thank you to the family. But my question, I love you, Misha, but my question is for Jensen. Was there any storyline or story arc that you didn't care to pull up for?
Soul the same.
How you kind of went about
Jeez, it's like... Let me quickly explain why. And I've done this before, so if you've heard this before, I apologize. I thought Jared did an outstanding job during Solar Sand. I thought the storyline itself was great. I thought he did great. Kudos. Personally, I did not like that storyline because it was really the first time that Sam had been taken away from Dean, and Jensen didn't get to work with Jared playing Sam anymore. And I didn't know how to relate to this new iteration of Sam, and I just didn't like it. I didn't feel like I could be Dean the way that I've been Dean, because he wasn't there as my counterpart. And so me not liking it was strictly self-serving, but it was almost like it just kind of took a lot of wind out of my sail when he wasn't there playing Sam. But again, I think he did an amazing job, and I think that storyline worked for him very well. It just, for me personally, I didn't like it because I didn't have a brother anymore.
This is my first Supernatural film, so I'm really excited to be here.
Welcome to the fray.
Hi. So my question is, this is for both of you. In your opinion, what do you think would be the worst Supernatural drinking game? Like, you have to make your stomach comes up.
I think this would be dangerous if it were played, but if the drinking game were to take a shot every time someone tried on the cast tried to use an unnaturally deep voice. You would have probably some lawsuits on your hands. A lot of alcohol poisoning would take place. That was a real cirrhosis, instant cirrhosis. That would be a problem, I think.
What about anytime Sam yells Dean or Dean yells Sam? Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Summer.
Hi, Summer.
Good to see you guys. I want to quickly thank you for the Supernatural franchise and family, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have it. So, quick shout out to y'all. Love you guys. I learned a lot of lessons from your characters just growing up, and it's been applied to my real life and then turned out the way that I am because of it. So I'm just wondering, whenever your children watch the show, what is a trait that you hope that they learn from your characters, and just overall arching the show, what do you hope that they learn?
I would say for my kids, it's not going to be anything practical, like this is how you behead someone or something.
Useful.
Yeah, like real world, tangible stuff, but more on the kind of philosophical life course and character building front. I think that the characters in Supernatural that we got to know over time had this one persistent guiding compass, which was they're always trying to do the right thing. They're always, they often make mistakes, they often make compromises or deals with the devil, and often make the wrong choice, but they're trying their hardest to do the right thing, and they're willing to make great personal sacrifices in service of the forces of good, and also in service of family. And that, I think, is like the guiding light of that show for me. It's one of the things that I took inspiration from, just thinking about my own character, but also Sam and Dee. It's like it's like Joseph Campbell, The Power of Myth kind of stuff. It's like it's a hero story. And I think it's actually important. My kids haven't yet watched Supernatural because I still don't want them to grow up to be serial killers. But they're like getting to that age where they're chomping at the bit. They're like, come on, Dad, when can we do it? When can we watch Supernatural? And I'm like, I don't know if I have 4 years. But I'm actually looking forward to watching it with them sometime soon.
Along the same lines, I think that the selflessness that these characters showed through the years of putting, like Misha, putting the greater good ahead of themselves. Their loyalty to family, their loyalty to the good fight, never giving up, not only to do that, but never giving up on each other, no matter the struggle. And I think that that's a very resounding theme in this show is that determination to never let the other one down, and to fight with everything you have for the people you love, and even sometimes for the people who need help, or largely for the people who need help. I think that that's one thing that I love about the brothers and Cass and Bobby and all of the kind of the team, is that they were all fighting not for themselves, they were fighting for something greater than themselves. And I think that's just a really beautiful way to look at life, is to be selfless and to fight for the people that can't fight for themselves.